Greetings and welcome to Flavourful Eats. Today joining me for a spring celebration is Neelam Sani, a podiatrist by profession and loves to do healthy cooking. So she's joining me with all the colors for spring. Would you like to enlighten us of more what we're doing today?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me again. So it's spring, it's getting nicer out. It's still a little chilly, but it's getting up there. So I know no one wants to spend all day in the kitchen. So today we're going to focus on some simple meals that are quick to make but healthy. They're nutrient packed. So a good way to start the day is with a nice power pack smoothie. You get a lot of your nutrients in and you don't have to really worry about it. So today we have in our smoothie, we're going to be doing strawberries that are frozen, some frozen blueberries, some frozen raspberries, some ground flaxseed, some hemp seeds, and some chia seeds. And to add a little sweetness and extra nutrients, we're throwing some dates in there and some banana for potassium.
So just a little fun facts. Those who are lacking a little bit of iron and stuff, dates is a fantastic one to bring that up. And then it's also sweetener.
Yes.
And really speaking, personally for me, I would skip the dates because bananas are very high in sugar too, right? So all of this is just a guideline.
Yeah.
And it is always very good to get your nutrients first thing in the morning so you have a good nutrient-packed day for the day and you'll be full of energy and good to go. So with that, we won't waste too much of a time. We're going to put that together. And the almond milk you made at home, is it 1:4?
So yeah, the almond milk, nut milk is very easy to make at home. For this recipe, I simply soak the almonds overnight and you can peel them off. You can, if you have a good blender like a Vitamix, you can just use the almonds unsoaked. But another trick I like to do is I usually will portion my smoothie out into the jar the night before, and that way in the morning when you're half asleep you just dump and you just blend and go. It's less work in the morning because the mornings, as we know, are always packed. So just about 3 to 4 strawberries. We'll do about half a cup of raspberries, half of the blueberries, about half a cup. And the dates, as Hamza said, it's a personal preference. It's better for like picky eaters if they, you can go a little sweeter. If you want to skip it, you can skip it. People who have low iron, it's good for them. Dates help with blood production. So, and just about half the banana. I'm going to do 2 dates.
Wow, that is a sweet smoothie.
Huh?
That's a sweet smoothie.
Well, so banana's not that ripe, so it'll be okay. Then we're just cover with almond milk. And then we're just going to blend it.
So you're not adding any of your seeds?
I'm going to actually add those at the end. I usually just, we can blend the flaxseed, and I usually just top the chia seeds. Actually, I don't want those ground because they keep you full.
You're making a protein bowl where you can sprinkle
But the chia seeds, like because when you add them to water, they expand.
Yes.
So
that's actually a good thing, especially with people who have issues with thyroid and all that.
Yeah.
When it gets through down your throat, it does, it's already soaked and it's expanded, so you don't have to have that issue later.
And it'll keep you full for longer. And we're just going to blend this.
So blend until it's nice and smooth.
And you can, if you want it thicker or thinner, you can always add and change the liquids according to your preference.
And chia seeds also, when you add it in, makes it thick. It
makes it thicker.
Yeah.
And it'll keep you full.
It'll definitely keep you full. So that's quite a chunky smoothie out there.
Yeah, you can make it. This is actually, I usually do a little thicker, but this is thinner. And then I usually just top it with, so I added the flax seeds in it to add some hardiness, and I usually just top it with our chia and our flax seeds.
So the chia seeds will provide you omega-3 and protein, your hemp seeds protein, your flax seeds, lignans and protein.
Yeah.
So you have, and omega-3. So you have a full balanced meal in the one little thing.
One little bottle. So now, like if your coworkers want to go out and get fries for lunch, you're like, you won't feel as bad because you got some health in there already. So
Neelam, we have our pot ready and heated for your next warm spring salad with lovely green asparagus and peas and carrots and pepper. Yeah. So we're ready to go because this is nice and hot for you.
Awesome. So this is a salad that has some nice clean flavors. We have our ingredients are peas, some lemon juice, carrots, red peppers, asparagus, some salt and pepper to taste. We're using Himalayan salt, and some grapeseed oil because it's good for high temperatures, and we'll have some garlic.
And your pepper today, you're having some special lemon pepper, I saw.
Yeah, it's a lemon pepper.
All right.
You can use regular black pepper you like. This salad is really versatile. You can use whatever vegetables you like or you have at hand. It's nice and colorful, so it just kind of brings a smile to your face. But because it's warm, it's a little more hearty.
Yes, you put the oil in first.
So we're going to put our oil in.
So the other thing is this
half a tablespoon is enough.
Looking at the ingredients, this could be a base for many things. You could, if somebody wants grains, you could add pasta to it. You could add quinoa to it. You could just do just about anything else. But if you're trying to look at your waist, this is a perfect one to go with.
It is. It's because it's warm. It kind of fools us into thinking it's a little more hearty. But it's not. And
we have our protein here. We have all these lovely nutrition in our asparagus.
You got the selenium in the asparagus.
And the B vitamins and iron, and it's unbelievable. Carrots, they say you don't have to go to the doctor very much if you it's for the eyes,
good
right?
For your
good
eyes.
for your eyes.
So we're just going to put 1 clove of garlic. And then I'll add our peppers and our carrots.
So they take a little longer to cook, but you're just basically warming it up.
Yeah, it doesn't, and
it's also good to eat them raw.
Yeah, it's up to your preference. For asparagus, you just cut off where it breaks.
All these vegetables have been washed and cleaned and cut up beforehand, and organic as much as possible, so you don't have all those pesticides. Into it, especially peppers. Got to be extra cautious with peppers. See, it's already looking nice and colorful.
Yeah. And you can wilt this as much as you want, or you can keep it a little crunchier. It's also your preference. You can really play with the recipes and add your own spin to it. We'll add our asparagus, and it was super quick. This one you can actually prepare beforehand, and you can if you're gonna have a busy weeknight, just have it and just eat it cold, or you can warm it up right before you.
Okay, the one way to clean asparagus is just go to where it'll give, and that's where you break it. And some people actually peel that off. It's not necessarily necessary. All your nutrients are right at the edge of the thing. So.
Oh, that would be tedious to peel.
There's actually an asparagus cleaner for that. Yes, it would be tedious too.
Huh? You guys could smell it. It smells amazing.
Yeah.
And look at the beautiful colors we have going.
Yeah. I think that's good enough if you just want to add your peas.
And then we're just going to add our peas.
A little overpowering green, but that's okay. It's spring. Everything is green. And in spring you normally get fresh peas.
Yeah.
But for this purposes today we use some frozen one. Peas are grown for a very small window of time. Yes. So April is the perfect time for that.
Yeah, I feel like, but with our little extended winter.
Yes, this year was unusual.
It's been a little hard to find fresh peas.
Yes, this year has been unusual.
So we'll add some black pepper and salt to your taste.
And I see you using lemon pepper there.
This is lemon pepper. I'm going to also put some fresh lemon juice. And then the Himalayan salt, that's one of your favorites.
Oh yes, definitely. It's got all those right minerals and everything.
It's not processed.
Not processed, and it's, yes, you don't worry about your sodium levels too much with that. Okay, so that's about it, right?
And then we'll just finish it off with some fresh lemon juice.
And this is basically to give you a little bit warmth for that very slightly chilly lunch you want to have.
Yeah, and not every, it's still kind of cold out. We're not in the mood for like salads all the time. So this is a nice little warm change up on it. Oh, it smells so good. The garlic and the lemon smell amazing.
It does. So you want to cover it? Do you want me to serve it? Or?
I think we'll cover it for a couple minutes.
Salad is just right.
It's just ready.
You don't want it to be mushy.
Yeah.
So that's just good. So you're ready to just toss on into the pan.
Transfer all these colors, and this. You guys could smell this.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
It's not going to last very long.
Not with that smell.
No, not. It's going to go quickly. There we go. So we have our nice warm spring salad.
All right, we have a lovely kale salad to go with.
Yeah, so we're going to make a nice kale salad. The ingredients for this one is we have our kale, some grape tomatoes, some orange pepper, some lemon juice, an avocado, and some pumpkin seeds, which are awesome nutrient-packed and protein-packed. So
zinc and magnesium too.
So we're
zinc.
Yes.
Pumpkin seeds are very high in zinc.
So we're just going to start by massaging our kale. It's very easy. It's a fun process. It's a good one to get kids involved into. We're just going to put a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon.
And the reason we massage is because you want the kale to be soft. It's because it's quite hard.
Yeah,
otherwise.
it's easier on the stomach. It's easier to digest, and it also adds a nice flavor to it.
It does. I normally add some salt too when I do my
massage it?
Yes. So
yeah, you want to
do some sprinkling of some
Yeah.
salt.
and you can already see like the color of the kale changing the color and the texture. Yeah, so it gets once it's nice massage like that. And this actually, a lot of people who are like don't like the flavor of kale, when it's made prepared this way, they like it better. Yeah.
I actually sometimes use pumpkin seed oil also. Pumpkin seed oil adds a little bit more nutrient. Makes
Oh, nice. To massage it?
Yes. And instead of kale, you could use other greens. You don't have to be kale.
Yeah.
Apparently, collard green is supposed to be pretty good these days. And I personally didn't try it for a salad, but it was told it's nutritionally dense just as much.
So once it's nice and massaged, we'll just move it over. So pumpkin oil I've never heard of. Is that a good cooking oil, or is it?
And it's basically the ones I have is cold pressed oil, so it's very good on salads.
Looks so beautiful. The kale's got a nice little shine to it.
Yes, that's thanks to the little olive oil, right?
So we'll just go ahead now and cut up our pepper. It's also according to your preference. You can cut it longer or shorter. Thank you.
Do you want to add some red, or you already have your red tomatoes?
Yeah, on my tomatoes.
So, all of these are just guidelines. You could add just about anything one wants to a salad.
Like what I love about spring is there's just so many good flavors. So there's so much to play with. Like in the winter, we're kind of, I do a lot of legumes in the winter, but you just don't have that much fresh produce available. In the spring, it's like everything is harvesting and there's so many amazing flavors going on.
That's
so we'll
for
just
sure.
Top it with whatever your preference is.
You got your vitamin C and all the little good ingredients in your peppers.
Yeah, and actually when you massage the kale like this, I don't find a need for dressings. I don't really do dressings much, but I don't really use any salad dressing. You just have the kale and the olive oil and the lemon juice and salt and pepper, and it's plenty.
And I guess your knife is a little bit blunt, so you have a sharp knife, it goes that much quicker too.
It's okay.
Well, the other tip is don't put knives into your dishwasher. That definitely bluntens it in, sharpen every time you need it.
We got some nice tomatoes, and then avocado, which is always awesome, is our final ingredient, and then we're just going to top it with our pumpkin seeds.
Some of the vitamins that you don't get normally in vegetarian food is vitamin B.
Yeah.
And today's meal, you've got quite a bit of it in different forms.
I think vitamin B and protein is a lot of people complain, it's not even a complaint, they have like this interpretation that it's not readily found in vegan and vegetarian diets. And I hope through these segments you guys see that it's just about how you play with it.
It's how you play with it, but it's also how your body absorbs it, right? Also, so you got, people talk about omega-3 and all of that, and you have it right here. We have there's avocado oil available, which I do a lot of cooking with, and that's also omega-3.
And I think it's also there's definitely, if you're doing a very starch-filled diet, like breads and potatoes, yes, you will lack in some of those vitamins. Yes. But if you stick with if your plate is colorful, you'll get it covered.
And true, having whole nuts, whole seeds, whole fruit. You don't have to have oil. You don't have to have processed oil. You have it all here. That's all we need.
And then finally, we'll just top it off with our seeds.
Zinc is one of the things that's not found everywhere too, and you got it quite abundantly in this pumpkin seeds.
Seeds, and actually, I think seeds are. I've recently started using seeds a lot more. They're not as fatty as nuts, but they have a lot of. They're really power packed in the small amount that they have.
Definitely, and you again, if you wanted to sprinkle some other seeds, you're most welcome to. And this is our lovely salad
our lovely kale salad.
Lovely kale salads, which will be yummy. And like I said, if you don't like kale too much, you can use other herbs. Just play around it. Just all you need to do is have fun and be creative.
Yeah. Adding some, if you add some basil mixed in with the kale, or even some oregano, it gives you a little bit of sharpness that you're not expecting. That also goes nicely. So yeah, just play with it.
Yeah, so that's our fantastic kale salad. I know everybody goes kale, kale, kale. Like I said, don't have to, but it looks pretty. So Neelam, we got the wrap for those who think they didn't have enough with everything else. You got a grain right there, a whole wheat wrap.
A whole wheat wrap. There's also a lot of good options for gluten-free wraps, like made out of brown rice.
So you start off with your wrap.
Yeah.
You got your avocado.
We got our whole wheat wrap, our avocado. We got some portobello mushrooms, some sun-dried tomatoes, some orange pepper, we have some microgreens. We have some alfalfa sprouts and some pea shoots, which are also very nutrient dense.
Right, and pea shoots in this part of the year, it's in season.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some grape tomatoes, some basil just for flavor. And we're going to use some grapeseed oil again to do our sautéing.
And the alfalfa shoots, those are pregnant, be careful, because they say you must watch out for sometimes any bacteria depending on your sauce. So make sure you know your sauce, wherever you're getting it from. So you're starting off by sautéing it, so you get a warm,
we have a warm pan. We're just going to add about just a quarter of a tablespoon of oil. And then just 1 clove of garlic for some flavor.
And garlic also helps to get rid of bacteria too.
Yeah.
So, and again, you're putting the alfalfa sprouts in the oil, so you're probably killing some of that anyway.
And then some mushrooms. I don't think it's hot yet, but it's fine. And then we'll get our other ingredients ready. We don't need to cook everything. It's just to add a little bit of warmth to it. The pepper I'll probably keep raw. Tomato we'll keep it raw.
So you're just sautéing the mushrooms.
Yes.
And then the other good thing about all the things we're making today, you can take it on a picnic if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or you could have a nice lunch, late lunch, or
it's
light
good for,
lunch.
yeah, picnics is good. It's good for also, like, it gives you more options for like school lunches as well. They don't want not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every day.
Well, peanut butter is not even allowed in most schools because of
the allergies.
But if you wrap it properly, it won't leak out, because that's one of the things that children have a problem when wondering about things falling off the sandwich. So this is perfect. And the last time we did a winter dish together, and you did the day on the life of a vegan.
Yes.
And this is no different actually.
Yes.
Because you could do your smoothie for breakfast, and you could have the salad for lunch, and maybe the wrap for dinner, or the other way around.
And it's actually, I've been vegan for a few years now. It's surprising to add the pepper to it. You don't miss much. If you're using the right herbs and spices, the flavors are so immense, you really don't miss anything in terms of flavoring. So I like to give people a little tip. Even if you're not vegan, if you just want to do like a day or two without meat, there's plenty of wonderful options.
The other thing that I may do with this one is first saute a little bit of onion, because I like the sweet flavor of onion.
Onions would
and
be
that
awesome.
could actually kick off the taste of, the microgreens. Not everybody like it, but I know pea shoots are absolutely sweet.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you add greens, it can be a little slightly bitter. So I think that onion add that much more flavor, and it gives you that more nutrients, much more nutrients as well. But then I do know there are people that won't eat onion or garlic, so you can omit it also.
It's your preference. Onion and garlic are nice, like they add depth to almost any dish. But yeah, some people don't like to eat onion and garlic.
So you like stir frying this, right? So you keep
just
all
a
your
quick.
nutrients,
I know some people eat mushrooms raw. I prefer them cooked, but some people even eat mushrooms raw.
Yeah, and some people don't even eat mushrooms.
Yes.
But mushroom, again, plays a very vital role in a vegetarian vegan diet.
Yes.
Because it has, again, all the
B vitamins.
not just the B vitamins, it has a lot of, it's quite nutritious in a lot of different ways, depending, which mushroom you use.
Yeah.
Every one has a different nutritional value.
Do you have a favorite?
I personally like shiitake mushrooms.
Shiitakes are nice.
For some reason I like them, but just about anything works. Maitake is one of the very high in nutrition too. Most of them are. So I have a dear friend who actually goes looking for them.
Oh wow, really?
And one year he brings this huge mushroom to us, and it's actually a maitake mushroom, and we had so much of fun playing with it.
You got to have skill to do that though, because you have to be careful with the poisonous ones. Like amateurs like me, we wouldn't want to go look for our own mushrooms.
Yes, well, we just missed a little trick that you've just done, right?
We just took the core of the avocado out just by using the seed,
Just using
the knife, the back of the knife.
So here, instead of using a spread like hummus or butter or any one of those, you're actually using the avocado.
Avocado to add some creaminess. Salsa is another good one. That is like a low calorie option with not a lot of fat. But avocados are good. It's a good fat you get. And it adds a nice creaminess to the dish.
You're looking for a fork?
I got it. I'm just getting a napkin. All right, so now that our mushrooms look wilted, we can just assemble our wrap. We'll throw the alfalfa shoots. I'm gonna keep the pea shoots actually raw, just to add a little bit of a crunch to the dish.
And again, you can chop it as fine as you want to. Can you see how nicely the thing goes absolutely low?
Yeah.
In no time. That's the advantage of this induction stove. Yes, you can chop the vegetables as fine as possible, or you could leave it chunky.
And we'll just add some seasoning according to your preference. I really love, we haven't gotten them quite yet, but the herbs, a little more like in May.
Yes.
We'll have my herb garden, and then the herbs just like, with that you don't even need much of anything at all.
No. And I see you have sun-dried tomatoes. Are you adding it in the actual?
We'll add that.
You're layering it in the sandwich.
We'll layer it into the wrap. So you can just play with it however you want. It's going to add a good portion of a little bit of everything.
And the other thing is, if you want it, you can heat the wrap as well.
I usually, if you have a grill or a griddle, or you can even do it on a regular pan, just heat it up a little, make it nice and warm. If you're going to be eating it right away, I find sometimes if you heat it up and you eat it later, it gets a little hard. But if you're going to be eating it right away, just add some tomatoes to it. And we'll add some of our avocado. Can I get a fork for the sun-dried tomatoes?
Yes.
And some basil. And then finally we'll add some sun-dried tomato.
Can I put this off now?
Yes, we can turn that off. Add some tomatoes. And there's so many flavors going on in here. And then we'll finish it off with our pea shoots.
So there's a knack on which you fold your
wrap
also.
I fold, you can fold bottom and then wrap like a burrito. I fold on both sides to keep it in there and then just roll around.
Wow, you put a lot of filling in there.
Yeah.
So this is like a burrito. Yeah, that looks good. You get all your beautiful colors. The beautiful colors and all the beautiful flavors.
That's it. And that's our nice warm wrap.
You want to make another one just to show how to wrap it all over?
Are you claiming that one, Hamza? Is that one yours? Okay, I'll make another one for myself.
We share here.
Yeah. That's the good part about this. Now we get to eat all this food that we made.
Yes, that's the best part, right? Well, today's is really nutritionally dense food, which will keep you up and awake and alive and well.
Give us the energy we need.
No 2 p.m. Sleep. People tend to want to sleep at 2 p.m. You don't need it today.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't know about you. I don't actually drink. I never drink caffeine actually. So I attribute it to this lifestyle because you don't feel the need. You don't feel the need to have that caffeine boost.
Whether it's in cold drinks or coffee or good to go without it.
And we'll just wrap this guy up. There we go. We got one for Hamza and one for me.
As always, we've done another lovely show with nice nutritionally dense food. We started off with a smoothie which you added raspberries, strawberries,
blueberries, dates and almond milk and banana.
Chia seeds, hemp seeds and ground flax. You put them together, the seeds you added in the end because you prefer to have it chunky and you blended it together. Then from there you went on to make a really yummy kale salad. Not that this is not yummy, but you did kale, which you massaged very well with some just olive oil.
And some salt.
And some salt. And then to that, you added some cut avocado, like half a avocado. Did you use a bunch of kale there?
The kale was about, I think we used about 2 cups. 2 or 3 cups. Yeah.
And then you chopped up peppers and added extra nutrients with your pumpkin seeds and avocado with your omega-3 and your lycopene with your tomatoes. And a fantastic little salad there, and just salt and pepper.
Absolutely. Nice and simple, and some lemon juice. It's nice and easy.
And then here you made a little warm wrap, which could be, all those ingredients could be used raw. So you could make it a cold wrap, or you could use a warm wrap. And then you've added, you sauteed a little bit of chopped up.
Some garlic with some mushrooms.
You started off with a little bit of oil. To that you added garlic, yes, and then you added mushrooms, and then you added the Alfa Alfa sprouts, only because I spoke about bacteria and you thought you'd kill it off there.
Kill it off for you.
And some peppers, tomatoes and avocado.
And some pea shoots,
Pea shoots, and you added a little bit of basil for a little bit more
extra flavor.
And again, salt and pepper, which again, you layered. You put your little wrap, and then you layered it with the different ingredients and wrapped it up like one would a burrito. And then lastly, we've done a really nice warm salad.
Warm spring
with
salad.
all of this has lovely spring colors. And this one here is peas, which is the spring vegetable, asparagus, carrots, peppers. And again, just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
So we have the simplest of meal here with the simplest ingredients, which will digest very well. And almost anybody can have it, whether you're an invalid, whether you're a senior, even babies can, I mean, not toddlers, not babies, but maybe a little bit too fine. Yes, you can puree it.
You can puree this one, that'll be nice.
Thank you for joining us today on Flavourful Eats, and as you always know, we are always available on YouTube or ActonTV.org 24/7. And for today's program or any other programs, you're welcome to write to flavorfuleats@gmail.com. And I'd like to thank my guest, Neelam, for joining me today. And I know you have an Instagram account as well, so do you want to let
So my Instagram is myflavorfullife, and if you want to contact me via email, myflavorfullife@gmail.com. Do comment on our YouTube and let us know any comments, suggestions, what you guys would like to see. Do you like the content? What would you like to see in the future? Let us know, and we can do what you guys want to see.
Yes, I'd love to do that. I'd love any comments come my way. And with that, I thank you all so much for watching, and keep us posted. And thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Till we meet again, thank you, take care. And again, #spring, you probably find this on our YouTube besides Flavourful Eats, FLAVOURFULEATS. Bye-bye, till we meet again.
Be well.